You are live.
Hello, Earthlings. What's up, guys? Happy Sunday before the giving of thanks. I'm rocking the Viking look today.
Turn around, let's see the back.
Oh, no. We're going to get so much crap about my long hair.
Did you get all the spots? Because
Probably not.
if I don't help you, you leave little hairs back there.
Yeah, I'm sure there's, in high definition, a million little hairs. Let's talk about the hair. First off, hope everybody's having a great Sunday. The hair. I used to shave my hair from 1999 until, I don't know. There's been a couple times there where C-Dub would be like, you should grow your hair out. And then she more recently, I guess over a year ago, said, you should really grow your hair out. So I grew it out and started doing this stupid thing. And I ended up with like a 1.5 foot long mohawk. So if I pull my hair down in this little square that sits atop my head that she loves, that I cannot cut off because she loves it, it comes down to here. And I look like some kind of Eddie Vedder, been on crack for too long and his hair started falling out. That's what I look like. So that's kind of the story behind the hair.
Oh my gosh. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing?
If you don't know who Eddie Vedder is, you don't belong here.
If you don't know who Eddie Vedder is, you're not
My age.
You weren't born in the 80s.
Right? Like toots.
Born in the 90s and it was past your prime.
Let's you look it up. Google it. He's a person. In honor of this being Thanksgiving week, I'm drinking a cranberry flavored sparkling water because I'm apparently a pretentious snob and drink La Croix. Is that right? Croix. It's true, folk. That's what we're doing. So, how's everybody doing?
Jam, baby.
Yeah, man. 10 was like one of the first compact discs I bought.
And he always sings Jeremy. Go ahead.
No.
Do your impression.
I'd have to hear it. That's Eddie Vedder if you guys don't recognize that. I don't think the dude moved his lips. I think he had like a mouthful of food. All the songs. And then you read the lyrics. People used to have to do that little foldy, flippy outy thing. Actually, used to be like this long thing from your cassette tape, and you pull it out and they have to. I'm like, oh, that's what he said. He spoke in class today. I thought he had a hemorrhoid. It was weird, but that's how things used to be back in the late '80s, early '90s.
I'm sorry I left everybody out. I'm getting comments born in the 50s, born in the 60s.
Well, then I feel young. Look at this, though. I'm catching you guys. Woo! It's like you hit mid-40s and your face is like, screw you, dude. You're going gray. Like, all right,
Good morning, Joey.
That's how I like it.
Thanksgiving.
Good
Oh,
morning.
no, Cheryl.
What?
I hate when people get stuck out of Patreon because I don't know how to fix it. You have to get in touch with Patreon.
Patreon may be communist. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh, Hunter, no.
What?
Hunter was born in the year we graduated.
Let me pick my medium for suicide.
Dustin, you missed church to be with us? Dustin Pratt?
Satanist? Gosh.
Who remembers CD Walkmans with the anti-skip?
Oh, man, yeah. And then some of them were yellow, too. Remember those? The Discman. That was a Discman.
70s kid. I'm old AF. 70s is the best decade
Yeah, that's
for
not
music,
like,
though.
I grew up on 70s, cut my teeth on 70s music. Like, my dad never realized that the 70s were over, which is probably good, because if I sassed him, I took that old 70s tough love, man. And, yeah. And we worked on muscle cars, and, well, we worked on a lot of air-cooled Volkswagens, too. We built stuff. Like, I listen to classic rock.
Happy birthday, Odium.
Happy birthday to you. To you. To you. What are we supposed to be doing here? Who thought the tactical turkey was the coolest thing they've ever seen? I loved it. C-Dub thought it was dumb. I'm going with it. I thought that turkey was so freaking cool. Yeah, he's me. He's angry. His feathers are too long.
So in the spirit of Thanksgiving, Tim was sending me all kinds of gushy texts about how thankful he is this morning.
Yeah, of you people.
For y'all, not
them.
Not for me.
C-Dub doesn't matter. The kids, I don't give a crap about them. You know, it's just you guys.
Oh, Tim. You're carrying OWB today from Larry Babcock. Is that okay to do?
It's covered mostly. No, it's not at all. Just don't touch it. That's
Should
because
you untuck your shirt and cover it?
It is. Look.
Oh, you're wearing a tiny shirt.
Yeah, I'm wearing
a tiny Tim shirt.
I'm wearing our daughter's shirt. Our 9-year-old. I just raided her drawers like, this will look great on the live. Let's show him arms.
Hunter said Tactical Turkey was interesting with a laughing crying face. Yeah, see, it's
man. Freaking Pete's sake was like, that thing's cracking me up. I thought it was the stupidest thing in the world. I had AI do that thing. I was like, hey, create me a Thanksgiving themed around our BattleLock grips logo that I had made. And it did that. And I was like, Dad, it's awesome. And there's like this one random shape in there. I don't even know what it is. It's like a military shape on the upper side. I got a AR here and I don't know what it is. And C-Dub's like, what is that circle with a B? I'm like, I don't know. Just go with it.
I was like, that corn cob is the best.
The corn cob rocks, right? And it looks like it's a Canadian thing because of the maple leaf for like, but hey, I got some stuff from some Mounties that are some bad mammer jammers. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Oh, it's on my bag. So yeah, I am carrying OWB today. If you guys have not looked at Black Arch Holsters stuff, I really like it. I like their Protos stuff because it's got the leather backer, so it's comfortable, but then it's Kydex, but it's still like a taco style. I can't show you. You could just imagine. I don't think they'll kick me off for carrying, will they?
I think you have to handle it.
I'll keep hands up here. I'll do the police thing so that I'll be like able to put hands on, you know. You better watch yourself. Man, yeah, what a week. What a week. So we're going to start construction on and moving into the new TCAL production facility. It's going to kind of double as offices and production. And it's ginormous. So the space we're working in now, those of you that have come by, it's about that itty big. It's about 2 inches by 2 inches, and we're all stuffed in there. It's pretty much 24 by 30 2-car boat garage behind a residential house. And it's little. And there's like 6, 7 of us that work out of there. And then the house that's in front of that is where we do the office stuff. So we're moving. We're graduating. So we'll have...
You think this will be our forever place?
I think so, because it's 8 times the size. So it's huge. It's way.
We will do a video tour.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot some video. We're going to be going over there tomorrow making some hay. The guys have been completely barred from this location. It's 4.8 miles from the current one, so really close. And they always are hinting like, so, you know, if you need me to go move a couple rocks around, I wouldn't mind seeing the new
Hey, I like Tim's hair like that, Ed. Let him go hatless.
Ed.
He said it don't look right for him, LOL.
Well, it's her plan. She felt like some of the ladies on the broadcast were thinking I was too pretty, so she decided to look like a goon.
That's not true.
Not true at all.
From the shed to the basement to the shop to a warehouse, from Chad to Rozier.
She likes it. She likes the hair. We're going to be doing more production style work, more manufacturing in the bigger building, because some of the stuff we've had to do locally, like just within a few miles here, and some a couple hundred or some several hundred miles away, because we were working from a postage stamp. I guess a shoebox. DeRozier's. Do you remember that friggin' mall in Jacksonville, North Carolina? It's like this. It was this big. If it's even there still. It was like this itty big. And I was there for my MOS school, so I had to we had to catch a cab. So like 15 Marines are like 18 years old stuffed into a cab and going to the mall. We're like, yay, freedom. And it's pretty much a giant PX. There's nothing there. Cell phone dealers and like uniform shops. That's it. That's how I hearken our production facility. It's like this big, way undersized. Yeah.
That's right, Travis. He said happy wife, happy life, plus it's kind of samurai.
I was going for like, samurais are small people. Can I be a Viking? I don't know what it is. I mean, I'm an Irishman with a
Wait, is that how sumo wrestlers wear their hair too?
Is that a fat joke, lady? I'm pretty sure that was a fat joke. She didn't want me to be compared to some like badass warrior. She's like, "What's that fat one with a ponytail? That's you, the giant one?"
No, it reminds me of what's that guy from Pawn Stars? It looks like his hair.
He's a freaking goon.
What's his name?
Corey.
Yeah, it's his hair.
And he's kind of a rude person too, so I appreciate that. So, long story short, where's my hat?
I like it.
She likes it, so there you go. It never sees the light of day. Like super rarely. Super duper rarely. Animal.
So what are we going to talk about first?
Nothing at all. My hair and turkeys.
What knife are you carrying today from Casey Curtis?
That warnie over here, that freaking...
All right, so people that are getting combatants and people that are getting adversaries are going crazy over them.
Yeah.
The machine work on these is fantastic.
This is what we're doing. Everything is going to be this freaking detailed. So this is in the new... we named it NiB Covert. Simple.
Yeah, y'all were on last time. We were talking about a bunch of different names like Battle Boron and stuff. He settled on NiB Covert.
Nickel Boron Covert. That's what we're doing. So this is the adversary in the Nickel Boron Covert, and then here's a combatant in it. I just love it how I high polished this one, and that's as much sheen as you'll get out of it, but this side I didn't, so it's a lot more matte. But let's compare it to what it looks like otherwise. Oh, look, I got two of these. So look at this, fam. See the difference? Completely different. But so it's just a lot darker.
Yeah, it kind of looks good. Hunter said the high polish looks really good. I hadn't seen it like that yet.
Yeah, so I did that yesterday, just testing it out. So you can polish it out and make it. It kind of looks like that new.
Matthew, what do you think about it? He said you got your adversary.
Man,
we've been getting tons of good feedback on that.
I'll tell you what, man. The edge is like so thin compared to some of the other stuff, and everything's going to be moving to this level of detail, including the next. So starting with the Agent 007 and all of the agents thereafter are going to this. So,
yeah, Steven, yours should be getting there soon.
In true TKL fashion, batch one is we kind of take all the feedback and then we make all the tweaks and then we launch it into. But then I decided to go ahead and roll this style with our logo machined in.
Dustin Pratt says, please give one away. Can we give one of these away or do we not have extra?
What, an adversary?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I have like 200 extra.
Don't tell people that.
I do, though. That's the thing. We're having to hold off because material.
No, none of the blades are going to be in that new NiB. What's it called? Covert?
Yep, Nickel Boron Covert. So
Nickel Boron Covert yet.
If you want to hold off
the process.
If you want to hold off and hold your order, then I guess send an email. Maybe we can do that. But it's going to be a minute because I just figured out how to do it. And now we're developing the process. I have to get an entire, because I did this in 6 different beakers in the basement. So I've got to turn 6 beakers into vats, like a chemical production line, and then dealing with EPA and ventilation and getting the process protected. You know, it blows people's mind that I'm actually an intelligent person. They're like, you didn't come up with this. I'm like, okay, cool. C-Dub can see my little chemistry set. But anyway, so I'm doing them one at a time, and it takes like 20 minutes for one. But I think in the 20-minute time frame, if I can build the system out bigger, we can do 100 in 20
Sean
minutes.
May, when did you send the email? If we haven't responded back yet, it could have gone into starred, which is where our emails go that
require
either
more
Tim
attention.
has to look at or Grant will handle.
Oh, look how dark it is compared. Like you can barely get a glint of it when it catches the light, compared to, bam! Like look. Totally darker. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I tried so hard. I can't rise above it. I just can't. I really wish I could rise above it. Sorry. That was probably should get me banned from life singing Billy Ray Cyrus.
No, that's Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw. Whatever. See, I know stuff. You know, what I did was during the chemical process, I decided to not wear a respirator and just put my face over the vats and inhale it. And I think all country music singers have the same name. That's what happened.
On that note, let's give away some stuff.
What are you giving away, man?
It's usually merch. The first giveaway I usually do is merch.
In honor of me wearing my sister's shirt, give away this shirt. All right. Yeah.
The person that asked about the 2X hoodies, do we have more of those coming in, or are they just...
No, they just came in. Like, we just got them.
Kaylee or
Friday.
Kylie, that you asked about the shirt. They are coming in very soon.
Yeah, we picked them up from our screen printer is real close, and we got to put them up. And yeah, for some stupid reason, we decided to move our whole entire operation in the busy season. So that'll be fun. So all the people that are wondering where their orders are, you'll have to wait even more as we move our shop and offices. This kind of was necessitated by the place for renting. They're like, hey, by the way, you should be out of here. And we're like, oh, that's sweet. I guess we'll be out of here. Now what? Because we're going to build the HQ, which is going to be up by the interstate, which is going to have showroom, war room, all that crap. And that got delayed. And we're just going to move straight in there. So now we're going to have 2 locations. Excuse me.
Yeah, if you don't hear back from us within a few days, just send us another email. It is possible that it could go get not seen.
You hear this?
And we have to get to it later.
The grown-up cat decided to come down to the basement and start crap with the baby cat.
But here's an interesting thing. Somebody left us a negative review on Google, and we deeply care about those. So we looked into it, and the person said that they didn't.
Yeah, I've been trying for months.
Get a Raider sheath,
I've been trying for months, and it was delivered.
And we
like
delivered it. I'm like
20 days ago.
That's crazy.
So, you know, research, quantify your, you know, you obviously would have gotten tracking notification, whatever email you're signed up with on the website, and then you click it and it was delivered. And then C-Dub reached out like, hey, BTW.
I called them.
Nothing. So, yeah, I don't know.
You can't win them all, I guess.
That's true. That's true.
I try to win them all, though.
We do. We try to win. We try to
yes,
be winners.
Brian White. We are in Northwest Georgia.
Northwest.
Tim JK says the screwdriver I got from you guys is unbelievable. Patreon got to see.
Yeah, did you patrons? Let's talk about that publicly. What do you guys
new.
think about that thing? I've been carrying it around. It's down here. I'd have to really be strategic in how I hold that if I'm going to show it, because there's like logos on there and stuff. I could hold it like this. This thing is rad. Who wants to see it? Who on the live wants to see it? So, did you notice the shape of this thing? It looks kind of like ammunition by design. Oops. So, there's some jimping on there. Anyway, let's put it up next to the screwdriver.
Stephen Clayton said, I'm ready to order one.
Yeah, dude. You'll be able to go do some disgusting things with this. You know, like screws. So here's the difference in size. Considerable difference in size. It will be a length that TSA says you can carry a screwdriver. However, there are reports that TSA is not super friendly even with screwdrivers. So the ring, they may give you a problem, but people could, in theory, carry it. So it still has the same ball detent in here for this to hold the bits in. But see, this is, it looks like a spike this way, but it's a screwdriver this way. So it's still got a screwdriver tip. Works really, really well. And it's got some other features that I can't show you without moving my finger into position to show you who the potential collaborators, I said tours.
Hey, honey, do you want to talk about, Jared Hare says, my gray man grips have voids in them. Are they covered by warranty? Yeah, the short answer is yes. But do you want to talk about how that custom material sometimes can have the voids?
So Yeah, if we miss it, I'm sorry. Typically, we catch it. We are having a whole lot of loss on that material. The company that manufactures that for us is in the States, and we are trying to hold them accountable for that. But it's a custom process where typically, like the layered stuff, it's a sheet of color laid on top, and then they press it down, impregnate it with resin, and that's how you get the colors. But for some reason, when they're doing this custom mix, I don't know if they're using like a vibratory table to get all that air out or not, but I hate to say it, we may have to leave that. We may have to leave all the swirled colors because the loss on that is tremendous. Tremendous amount of loss. Either that, or we're going to have to raise the price of those to cover how much material we're losing. Because one, that stuff cost me a lot more. Not twice as much, but almost like 1.5 times what regular my layered G10 cost. And then with the loss, we're going to have to bake that in because we're losing a lot of that stuff.
Nick Martino, it's not a Neves Knives collab. We will probably be doing an FLN 2.0 with him, but
right.
no, the screwdriver's not. And they're asking what the price is going to be on that.
I don't see why it would be any different
when it's going to be
than the standard screwdriver. So I think same price point as a TS87, just because there's just as much work, even though it's shorter. Timeline's going to be tough because who we're working with is a ginormous company, and all of this stuff is like super slow, like super slow. So they even warned me, like, hey,
the deader, you won some merch. Send us an email and we will get you
my sister's shirt.
Merch.
That's what you won. So yeah, this thing too.
Travis says raise price on those if people want it. That's just the cost.
Yeah, that's what. Honestly, we're gonna have to go up like $15 per. I think those grips. When I went back and getting close to year end, I'm kind of a numbers guy, and I start going back and looking at the numbers on that stuff, and I'm like, man, we're losing our fanny on the Swirl G10, and I love it so much, and it's unique to TKL knives, but. Well, it was. Now there's other people doing it. You're welcome, guys, for all the great ideas you have to make my stuff. But
D Velty, your Apache grips are on the way to you.
They're going to be like $35
your FMF. Wait, FMF.
Yeah, so that's what they're going to cost. $35 probably to get all the swirl, like Fury, Hades. All those multicam. All of those. So we're gonna have to raise prices on this. I don't know when that's gonna happen. Whenever I think we get the BattleLock grips completely shored up, I don't know that people will want to order the other stuff anyway. Maybe just for custom look, you know what I mean? But they might, because
how will the FLN 2.0 design look like? Well, yeah, but are we even doing that with them anymore?
I have no idea.
Do you want to talk about that drama, or is that staying close to?
That's pretty private, just for them as a company. I don't want to out them like that.
We don't have to say who they are.
But we were working with guys. We have 4 machine shops. One is really local. It was our first one, and then 3 others. So we had some serious challenges with some blades. Some people can see the dark circles around my eyes and the stress, and it's because I'm having to throw away batches of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of blades. I don't even know right now the total on just that. So we talked about the Stalkers last week, and these are blades that we haven't sold yet. So that's the great part, is that these were all supposed to be blades that released in our last 2 quarter drops. So it should have been in the fall drop, so you guys could get them by Christmas.
We have 3 machine shops that we work with.
Right.
The original, which is Jeremy, that we've been working with for forever.
And
then a couple other 2.
Because
one of them is literally we've spent over $100,000 over the last few months.
It's 140 when you total up.
And they gave us what, 10% usable stuff?
Yeah. It's really fun. And then we had another batch that I just got back that they were supposed to fix, and I think the fix was worse. I'm like, man. Actually, one of the guys in the shop was like, "Do you think that they're outsourcing our blades to like Pakistan or something and charging the H out of us, and then we're getting them back because they look worse than Chinese blades. Like for real. Like they look bad. They literally look like somebody. It's actually, this is what I said on one of the videos, and I deleted it before I sent it to them and said, we can't do this anymore. But I said, one of the guys in our shop has 2 young daughters, and we have a young daughter. And I said, yeah, it looks like our 3 youngest kids with a combined age of less than 30 made this batch of knives. And you just fixed them. It's what I don't understand is that
Somebody said, can you sell them as a kit or as blends?
Yeah, you know, we had somebody else make that suggestion. Said that some other company did that. They make tactical blades too.
Yeah, we're not going to have them make any more blades.
No way.
I mean, and now we're like, are we even going to be able to get anything back out of that?
Yeah,
That just
I think they may go out of business.
Can you raffle an FMF? I think I'm going to give away a somebody asked for the adversary, so we'll do an adversary. Yeah. I'm going to do a guardian.
Such a good blade, man.
I'm going to do.
I've been carrying the adversary
and a Night Guard 2.0
nonstop.
Maybe a 002
for a few weeks.
Do we have any FMFs we can?
Yeah, we got lots of FMFs.
Okay, we might do that, Ann.
We got FMFs.
Yeah, it does suck. It totally.
Y'all want to see this? Look.
Our FMF and accomplished shipping now. If you have a
C-Dub haven't even seen this yet.
Wait, hold on. Let me answer this. If you have
ahead.
an FMF or accomplished that hadn't shipped, it's likely a grip color. So if you would email us, we'll check and check on the grips because it's probably out of stock.
Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at it.
We get the sappers back from Nickel Boron?
Yeah, last night.
Wow, it looks really smooth.
But look at this with this freaking Covert nickel boron. I mean, are you kidding me?
Awesome.
Wow. I was like, wow, C-Dub's going to love this. I mean, I don't know why on that big, giant freaking blade. I did this one this morning.
$10 from Fish Ranch. Is Tim going to wear the old red suspenders for Christmas lives?
No. And don't encourage people to go find that video, jerk face.
Look at the old videos.
No, I mean, I think those suspenders would like hang down to my knees because they're that much big. Did anybody like the look of this compared to?
Yeah, they love it.
Look how dark it is. Man, you can't really appreciate it till you see it in person, but man, and it is slick. You like it, C-Dub?
I love it.
I wanted to do a big blade. We only got 30 of these back.
Are there any performance differences between the original NiB versus the black version?
Nope. Not at all. Not at all. No performance problem.
Is the 007 going to be available in Battle Cat Black?
If Tomas Alas gets his way, I don't know. And I actually was talking with him this week about that. He really, really, really wants to do that. Basically, he wants to debut the 007 with the BattleLock grips and the nickel boron covert. I mean, look how dark that is up against my shirt. I can make it catch, and these are studio lights, bright. But once you get it out of the light, wow.
Does that mean the Black Friday folding knives orders? No. No, because we have those.
Yeah, they're done. Well, all we have left to do on those is, I think Dustin is most of the way done lasering those. And I mean, you're talking about super detailed. You got to number each one, put all that crap on there. I mean, he's been busy, along with all the other stuff we got going on. I mean, there's so much.
Well, you said the orders might be late because we're moving into our new.
Nah, those will be easy.
They won't,
because they're done. Those are 100% done.
We got the guys in the shop will get us moved in quick.
Yeah, we got some strapping young lads. 2 of them I know don't want to show up and do the work. I'm not telling them until the morning. I'm going to text them like, hey, show up at the new place. And they're like, oh no, I should have come up with an excuse not to come to work and pick up heavy stuff.
Are we going to run any Black Friday sales from California Bulldog Pride?
Well, you know, I don't know that we have much for sale right now to put a discount on. We get asked that every year, and then we're like, I guess so.
And then we end up doing a sale last minute.
We end up doing last minute because, like, yeah, this is what all the cool people do. I mean, from a business standpoint, because we've lost about 250 grand in the last 4 months, we probably shouldn't. But from being nice, because everybody's going to be sitting on their fanny from eating turkey all day Friday and need something to do, maybe we should. I don't know. I got to see what kind of inventory
Sell on
we've even
Blims,
got.
question mark. I do want to do a Blim sell on Patreon. We've got a bunch of Blims.
Yeah, I think.
Hey, thanks, Sean, $9.99 for being the most honest knife company. Thanks.
There's really no other way to be. I mean, so I'm going through, actually we're updating the website here, just doing some updates, changing the builder around a little bit, just trying to make things flow a little bit better. I figured I should just do something really dumb right before a big Black Friday sale. And I mean, it's still going to be our website. Anyway, you'll like it. The builder's just going to be a lot cleaner. Hopefully we can just, what we've learned from, whatever. But yeah, we're going to do that. I decided to do all that.
Thank you, Kale family, for sending my wife's Warthog birthday present this week. I gave it to her last night. She's a very happy lady. I wish I ordered 2. You guys are amazing people. Thank you.
Warthog is, see, and it's on that newer style too, where you've got the really smoothed out touch points and everything is super detailed. So y'all that have been around for a while, that's how we do it. Oh, let me back up. So I was redoing and streamlining some of the verbiage and updating, the about us. I talk a lot. So
Murdoch's crew, we are doing the folders on Black Friday.
That's right.
Still good to go.
Yep. They are 100% done. They are done. We got them in the shop. They are ready. Dustin is a laser and fool.
So to the person that asked about the FMF, I'm going to do that next.
Cool.
Just because you asked.
All right. Hey, she likes
FMF.
people. At least you people. She doesn't like all people. Just you guys and gals on this thing. What was that? It sounded like it came from our freaking food room, didn't it? That means that little cat is in there destroying stuff. Yeah, so I was redoing some of that verbiage.
Oh, sorry, I was reading a comment.
Go ahead, read it.
The 007 on the crispy donut community video from the Texas show looked great. Did we do that?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see that.
I did not see it. I know that Tomas and Doug Marcaida both were out there playing around with it. I didn't see it, though. I've seen it. Man, Georgie did this really cool freaking artwork on the revised site. That's going to be, I think everybody's going to wake up like Tuesday morning. It's going to be a refreshed site. I think he's too busy getting ready for that to be on here probably today. But it's really rad. The graphic around the 007, it's cool. Isn't it, C-Dub? She's lost.
John, I'm reading this comment. John said, the blades that aren't passing QC, the massive amount you said you're having to toss, is it possible to sell some of them as blends?
So that's an idea. We're entertaining that. What I want to happen is I want that shop to make it right. I don't know that they have the ability to make it right. I just don't know. And I think
we should post your video of your angry looking at the blades video that went to that shop.
It was respectful though. I was just really upset. I didn't yell and scream and call names, and I don't do that. That's not how I am. But I was.
If y'all want to see that on Patreon, let us know. Maybe we'll post it for them.
We'll have to change the name because the name says the name of the place in the title of the video. Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he compares like what his quality looks like, and then like, look at this.
We should.
Crap.
You know what? We are going to put that on Patreon because they need to understand how hard we fight for good blades in this country. And I know it seems like this big, huge, like, wow, it is, man. Y'all don't understand. Making a blade in America is 4 times harder than having them made in Taiwan. Trust me, because we just did the folders. So it's so much harder because I don't know. I really don't know. I think we have a higher level of material. We have a higher level of detail.
I'm just like, is that what do other companies put out?
I'm wondering, is that why some other people are like Cerakoting and powder coating? Because look, nickel boron is like 1,000th. It's super, super thin, and it highlights every little issue in the blades. Also, 2025, we're going to surface grind everything. We're surface grinding everything because some of that battle-worn texture that comes from the steel mill
Oh, it says that he was pocket checked at the show. Yeah, we'll have to look that up.
Cool, man. I like it. We just haven't even been able to make any YouTube videos other than the live. But we're going to surface grind everything. That's going to improve our surface finish, so they'll be much nicer, higher end. But this all is why we're going to do the Founders Club. I think we're probably going to do the Founders Club middle of January because we're doing like Blade, Christmas. So we'll probably do Founders Club middle of January for those of you that are interested in that program.
Oh, that's so cool, Bound to Wonder. You should have posted a video.
What happened, man?
His daughter used the FMF to pop the balloons at her gender reveal. It's a boy.
Man.
How nice.
You know why it's a boy? Because she used an FMF, man. It raised that testosterone. Boy, that's what happened. You're welcome, by the way. You're welcome.
Where's Noir? He's running around being crazy.
Psychotic. That's where I'm telling you. So, because our older cats despise the younger cat, Noir lives in the bunker overnight. You hear that noise? Literally, I wish you guys could have heard that. When I said that, you're.
You want to show an FMF for anybody that doesn't know? Well, because I'm going to give one away.
Yeah, man.
He said, can you raffle it? But how about a giveaway? That's even better.
Yeah, right. Yeah, here's an FMF. Frogman field knife. Can you imagine what this is going to look like in that new Covert?
Welcome, Inquisitive Mind. Missed last week if you were going forward with the extended Guardian handle or not. That's a funny story.
I'll tell it. I was texting with the guy who machines my grips, and he sends me this picture.
Hashtag FMF, y'all. I'm gonna
look.
go
So
back here so you can
Jacob,
see
that
it.
works in the shop, he knows that I love like these secondhand and weird looking grips, and it had this fade because the thickness of the material was off. So when we machined it down, that black came through, and I love stuff like that. Like, I won't ship them to people, but I just like those unique looks. That's why we do the Recon Distress finish on these, because these knives are meant to be used.
People love the FMF too. We get nothing but consistent.
I don't even know, man. This thing, for its size, and it has a thick edge because it needs to, this thing is so fast for what it is. I mean, it's fast. It's got that cool sheath too that locks. We want to talk about the extended grip.
Yeah, the fact that I totally forgot that he drew those.
So yeah,
I mean, maybe it's not funny to them. It's funny to me.
It is. So 2 years ago, right before Blade Show, we kind of had all hands on deck.
Hashtag FMF.
Everybody in the
all
shop,
caps, y'all.
All caps. Pay attention. Just copy and paste whatever she put up there. Okay, I've got some out here. Stand by. Hold, please.
You going to get the extended grips?
Yeah. From the picture I took yesterday. All right, so let me get these.
Yeah, it turns out that somebody that helps us with the grips made the program for these things like a year ago.
No, 2 years ago.
2 years ago. And we've been trying to get them for
I've been putting them on grip orders forever. All right, so look. This is them, right? So they're pretty awesome.
That's the Raider, by the way.
Oh, yeah, and that's the Raider. I did that just a few minutes before the live. Look at that colorway.
That's a Gemmed Raider.
That's a Gemmed Raider, and this one is in the new Covert. Because I can't help it. Like, I'm coverting everything. I do it like every day to like 5 blades just so I don't forget. But anyway, so he came down and brought a bunch of grips for the Ops Hawk because it was debuting.
Honey, move that can of drink. It looks stupid with our knives.
This one. What an obnoxious person. So he's like, you guys should do, and like, yeah, we've had this thought. So then together there's 3 of us, we kind of just, brainstormed it out, and that's what we came up with. So right after Blade Show, he went back to his shop and he created the 3D modeling for it based on the existing Raider grip. And he sent me the file, and we 3D printed when we had just a crappy 3D printer. Now we have a super high-end resin printer. and we 3D printed them, like, make them. So literally Grant has been putting them on grip orders for like a year and a half. Like, dude, would you please, can you please, you just make some, please.
Okay, the funny part of it, you're not getting to the funny part.
So that's the backstory. So then he texts me a picture of the Sentry grip and says, yeah, the last prototype that I did, the Sentry grips, I don't like this for an extended grip, and you should just do a regular extended grip. And he sends a picture of him like laying handle pieces, like basically shaped like this. And I'm like, we order thousands of Sentry grips a year. We love them.
He totally forgot.
He totally forgot.
The extended grip.
So then we're like texting back and forth.
That means they're going to come soon.
We're texting back and forth. And he's like, no, what I'm saying is, I'm like, that is the Sentry grip. So then I had to send him a link to the website, and it's like crickets. I'm like, dumb. So I had to come down to the basement, get a picture, and say, these are freaking awesome.
You made them.
You made them. Can you just send the shit to me? It was the craziest thing.
I'm sorry I wasted your time with that story.
But anyway,
it's only funny to us.
Right. It's only funny to me.
Status of the new Piranha sheath. I want one.
Oh, they're done.
Yes. And we've been shipping Piranhas. We've been shipping tons of blades. And somebody asked about Nightshade.
We're starting them. They're late as hell. They're so late. But we're starting them. So, yay! Good thing is Jeremy's new expanded shop is dried in now, so he can, maybe.
Thanks, Nick Martino. Eric Hepner says, happy early Thanksgiving.
It is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
Athena says, everyone please buy the CW shirt. So comfy, and I love it. Awesome.
Yeah, man, the CW shirts I wear them a lot. And then CW's like, you're wearing my shirt. I'm like, because you're my best friend. I'm
Bound to Wonder, that's a woodland grip that's got like a little bit of a mess up black stuff on the bottom.
I love those look, right? Like, we can't send it to a customer because inevitably I'm like, man, they'll think this is awesome. Send it to them like, this is messed up. And I'm like, it looks awesome. We get these pictures of like people zoomed into stuff. You got me over here?
Here I come.
It'll be zoomed in like this. So like, do you see this tiny speck here? There's a speck. Do you see it? You see that? There's a speck here, and this is unsatisfactory. I hate to be that guy. I'm like, you don't hate to do it because you composed an entire email and got a macro camera with a freaking magnifying glass and a microscope, and you're like, see that dot?
I love our OCD customers.
I mean, I think I'm detailed, but sometimes I'm like, I don't even.
I love it.
If the iPhone didn't have a macro camera, you wouldn't even know. But they're like, there's a spot. Yeah.
No, it's endearing to me. These people that are like, they just can't handle it. Like they've.
Oh yeah, and look, it's usually like months. And they're like, okay, look, my face exploded. I cannot handle this. There's a spot.
It's driving me crazy that this thing is even slightly...
And I'm thinking to myself, like, I have sharpened the knife that I daily carry 20 times in the amount of time that you stared at this thing like. Are you using it? You should use it. It's flattering, and it's rare that we get anybody say anything about it. And usually we're like, okay, we'll send it back.
Best friend. I love that. I'm not the only person who married my best friend from Inquisitive Mind.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm super lucky, blessed, fortunate. I get to... we work together too? They
want to know, yes, Piranhas are shipping. LV Giant Fan Adversaries also shipping. If you haven't gotten a notification on shipping, it's probably because we're out of a grip.
Or we're still working through them too. And those are shipping fast compared to some other stuff.
Yeah, we've been shipping those and accomplices for the people that asked about that too. Mm-hmm. And Piranhas.
We're like a super hold up on Warrior. Like super hold up on Warrior grips. I don't really understand. I got 5 sheets. This is sheets. 5 sheets of all the other swirly materials. But Warrior. And they're like, it's got to be 12 weeks. I'm like, I think that was 10 weeks ago that I got that even. I'm like, why? I don't understand. It hurts my brain. But hopefully, with the new ginormous facility that will have 3-phase, that's really been the biggest thing that's held me back from.
Andrew McIntosh.
You won.
Congratulations.
I guess.
You won an FMF.
McIntosh.
I'm sorry to the person that wanted the FMF, but you
could
allowed someone else to win it.
You inspired their Thanksgiving joy. Give thanks for McIntosh. Right? Was that McIntosh? Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We were saying stuff. I don't know what it was. It's obviously not important.
Yeah, I interrupted you.
I love that you interrupt me because I really don't care that you do. It's not an interruption though. Look, right? Somebody like, oh, stop interrupting the guy. Like, I think it's only an interruption if I think it's an interruption. If that's just how we interact, then we're just having a conversation, right? Like, I respect her enough to pause while she reads your comments.
So you talked about the BattleLock groups. You told me to post it. Are we showing those? Or are you just going to talk about them?
We're just going to talk about them because I don't have the final on them. But I will have the finals hopefully this week. They're incredible. That's it. That turkey explains it all.
What all colors are they going to come in?
Black, OD, FDE, wolf gray.
Hey, Mr. Matt, how'd you know we're going to have TKL Band-Aids? Are we allowed to...
Yeah.
They're going to say be less dumb on them.
Yeah, they're going to say be less dumb, and they got the TKL logo.
That's Tim's phrase. That he
oh, man, if you work in my shop, you'll hear be less dumb like a million times. But I don't say it in a mean way, because they say it to me all the time.
Hey, LV Giant Fan, if you wouldn't mind sending us an email. I don't know what your actual name is. I can look up your order, see what you got.
Somebody posted that on the Patreon post, like, what about order updates? I'm like, cute, because that's what half the lives are. Apparently, there's this clairvoyance that I have that I can sense from your YouTube screen name what your order number is. And I know exactly where your particular blade of the 3,000 that are in the shop is in that process. Let's do this.
Casey, I hate to disappoint you, but I don't even have a blade on me right now. I have the Night Stalker CQC in my purse.
Yeah, typically she carries in her purse. You know, she doesn't carry a blade on her much.
Well, if I'm with you, I don't.
Our oldest daughter
myself, I do.
Carries a Taylor's Ridge. Sometimes. Like, she was pocket carrying that guy, had some brass screws in it with a blue sheath and some brass rivets. That thing looked clean. Blue grips. It looked good, man. But really good.
Bound to Wonder, probably. Probably. I know we would likely have Woodland, but just email us and I'll check to be sure.
Look, I was part of the functionality of this tool and orienting the tip this way. That was actually inspired by Dustin in the shop, is to be able to rake and pull your bolt open when they hang up. So that partnership with this tool is going to be cool.
When will the brass screws be available?
Let's talk about the brass screws. Being held hostage by brass screws. Apparently, someone's making them that I didn't commission to make them.
Oh, well, he emailed and he said he watches the lives too, because he said something about us having them, and he said that you said $20 each, but I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what they cost me to have made by Don Mitchum.
Well, I just said, how much do we owe you? And he said, whatever. I think Tim said 20 each, but I don't know. So you're saying you never told him that we were
either that or I don't remember. I know we commissioned Don to do the beryllium copper ones. And he's been sending me those in large quantities for quite a while. But I still need to go punch New Jersey Steel Bearing in the face for not water jetting my freaking blanks.
Hey, can you show us a Night Stalker CQC?
No.
Lupe wants to see one that I carry in my purse.
That's what she carries.
And this is our best seller, the Night Stalker.
Yeah, we have 1,000 of them that we would like to.
Hold on. Wrong.
What'd you do?
I just had the wrong.
The wrong.
It was on there.
Just the wrong. So that's the CQC. Because you've got the secure grip. See how it lines your knuckles up?
It has a really good tight sheath.
Yep.
And I like it.
Reverse grip. And then you've got both are business. And this fits all hands. haven't really met anybody who hands it doesn't fit, actually. But yeah, so I'm not avoiding paying you for the screws. I just don't recollect the conversation of having them made. But
It's possible, though. You know.
Oh yeah, I know.
He probably is correct. You probably told him that if he remembers it.
Yeah, I mean, you bet. I thought they were gifts. I've been giving them away to the guys in the shop. Probably should have sold those.
Oops.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I'll send them to you. I'll send you whatever cash you.
When do we think the folders are going to ship from Fish Ranch?
We're gonna try to ship them and get them in people's hands before Christmas because they're done. You know, I mean, we really need to probably not ship them with the post office because even stuff that I order, it gets lost. Like we mailed Jeremy's paycheck, right? 3 weeks ago. And he is 11 miles from here. And he got it this week.
DD, if I
That is
purchased
insane.
a knife on the site under the knives in stock category, is it possible to get that knife by Christmas? It may be. If it's just, can you send us an email? Just
It
on the
depends.
blade.
I mean, we do have in the description of all those, and it's got the pre-order button, and it says 3 to 6 months from the time you order, expect your knife. We usually are pretty close to hitting that.
Oh, that's so cool. Chris Cantu said, am I the only one who brings out all my TKL knives while watching the lives? That's
No,
awesome.
look, I've got all mine.
Jim Baker, any updates on when the CQC will ship? Order was placed in October. We've been shipping a bunch of those.
Yeah, I mean, that's if we ship it now, that's well inside of 3 to 6 months. I mean, because if you order it in October and the website says in giant yellow letters on the description, ships in 3 to 6 months, that would be super fast.
But we can get it out.
Yeah,
if you need it.
I mean, we're doing our best. Right now we're shipping piranhas, adversaries, FMFs, accomplices. We've been doing some Night Stalkers in there. What else are we shipping? That's probably MR1s we're sharpening now, so we're going to start shipping those soon.
Somebody asked if the V3 is the same size as the Night Stalker.
No, it's longer. But the grip is identical, except for it's got a spike on it. So the handle's identical. It's thicker, but the ring size is the same. It's just got the spike, and the blade is considerably different. So it's about a 1/2 inch longer. Actually, no.
Gareth, we cannot ship to South Africa. I mean, half the time the stuff gets taken.
Yeah. Have we successfully ever gotten a package to anyone?
It always comes back to us. And then one time they were like trying to make the customer pay like $500 or $600 to get the knife.
They're holding it hostage.
Is it corrupt there with their stuff?
That's what that guy said. Remember that influencer that wanted one of our blades? He said,
MR1 or V3 giveaway. I don't have any V3s. I don't know about the MR1. Tim, can we do MR1?
yeah, we can do an MR1. Here's one.
When's the next Whatnot auction?
Whew, whenever we get breathing room. The problem is we're just so busy with getting holiday sales out. Like we're trying to get the Night Stalkers and the piranhas that are so old out the freaking door. But then some people ordered some in October. And yeah, so that's the MR1. If you guys don't know, that blade is designed to be used in reverse grip. So this edge is not sharp.
Matthew McCann, 002 soon. Grant said you have Apache grips. Oh man, Grant. Grant can be a little absent-minded sometimes.
Yeah. A little. We'll get emails from people who are like, hey, Grant is going to mail this to me
Matthew,
like 3 months ago. And then I'm like, where's this knife? He's like, oh, geez, gee golly willikers. Here it is on my desk. Like, what do you... I look in his email inbox sometimes, and there's like these weird notes on emails like, go walk dog, then ship knife. And you're like, okay, you walked the dog, I think, but you didn't ship the knife because it was like 3 months ago. Oh my gosh, gee golly. I'm like, oh, what is it? Do you?
Rob Mezzatessa, Grant is awesome. Yeah, we love Grant.
Yeah, we love
I'm
him.
messing with him, but he does have he does get a little bit. He takes notes and sometimes forgets stuff.
He's like that chick that you saw that had like all the notes written on her arm in school. Like it's smeared off, but it's all right. The dog got walked. Yay for that. It's we here at T. Keller are an equal opportunity employer. That's all I can say. we got
Nick Bonomo, I can't afford another whatnot auction. LOL. Yeah, that's because you buy everything over there.
I know. In the absence of Joshua, Nick has kind of moved in and capitalized on the lack of competition.
Nick, Raymond Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
Mark.
Yeah.
The two Marks.
The Marks, the dueling Marks.
Yep.
I did get a text from Josh the other day, like, "Hey, what's up?" And I texted him back because he texted me the next day and said, "You didn't answer me." And I'm like, "Dude, I get hundreds of text messages," and then he didn't answer me. Whatever. I know he's not on the live because he would have said something by now.
Hey guys, can you put the Raider and Combatant side by side to the 003? Just want to visualize my next couple of knives whenever those are available again. Yep, we sure can.
Raider,
Combatant,
Lombaton,
003. Is anybody else interested in an MR1 giveaway? That's kind of a specialized blade.
Yeah, it is pretty special. Okay. Raider, should we clear the table? Yeah, let's do that. I'll move this crap out of the way. Let me move this stuff. We probably need to start talking about our gifts from this week, you know?
Yeah. There's the cat, if you want to show him.
I don't want to do anything with that cat. But cut him. I don't even see him. Oh, under my foot. Psycho. That's his name.
What's an MR1? He just showed it a minute ago. I guess you could.
It stands for Marine Raider 1 because the first guy who commissioned that was a Raider. And they wanted a very specific knife to do a very specific set of tasks. And that's what came out of it. Okay, so we're going to go in order of size. Combatant, Raider, 3. So here's the Combatant and the Raider side by each. We have not made them yet with the jimping, but I believe the next batch will be. So the Combatant has a much more aggressive blade profile and a higher grind and a thinner edge, you can see. So it is, I think, a little more geared towards sliciness and concealability because it's so much narrower. It rides on your belt. But the Raider, as you can tell, the lower grind, the thicker edge, it's a heavier duty knife, so it'll do all your stuff. Camping, EDC, heavy use, prying, all that stuff. The Combatant is a little more
and the
slicey.
Just to note, the Adversary has the same handle as the Combatant.
Right. You can swap them. So here's the 003. So much longer. Much longer. So compared to, these are two similar use style blades, so I'll put them up next to each other. So if you get the choils lined up, it's a good inch longer, and then the blades are about the same length. But the tip is much more reinforced, and this is a thicker blade all the way down. So
have fun, Brandon. Brandon's going to the range.
Lucky. Wish I had a range to go to. Kidding.
Can you guys help me pick my next blade? Looking for something compact, double-sided, and EDC carry. CQC?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be about it for all of those boxes. I mean, the CQC is kind of a longer blade. Actually, the same exact length as the, yeah, that one, Agent 003. Same blade profile and same overall length, just without a ring, because some people don't like a ring. So double edge would be this one. CQC. I realized something. Do you know what I realized?
What?
I'm like super tired. And you know why?
You didn't drink your coffee.
I didn't even start drinking my coffee, so I'm like,
What's the best camping knife?
I don't know how big of a knife you like for camping. You know, some people like a bigger blade so they can baton through wood, and that would probably be the Mercenary. I like a belt knife. For most chores, I'm going to go with the Bushman because it'll cut your food and you can whittle your sticks and do your shavings and all the other normal campy chores you can with the Bushman, but it's not huge on your belt. Like if I'm
And then Vicky and Hunter also mentioned the nightshades, the reverse Tonto, as an option for the double-edged compact.
Oh yeah.
And somebody asked about when those are shipping.
We just started them. 6, 8, 30 weeks.
And people want us to give away a 005.
Yeah. So I guess the consensus with the 5 is we're going to ship them with the thick edges, right?
Are we?
I mean, it wasn't like half the people wanted that.
Oh, okay.
Or do we need to email them all and say, hey, you want to wait until the cows come home?
Because Grant Matthews asking about that. We could ship it now. I don't know if we're shipping with the thicker edge or not.
Yeah. If that, well, half the people want them with a more combat style edge, more utilitarian, thicker edge. So if you're in that group, reach out and we'll do that. We'll ship it.
Any agent giveaway would be great. Could you give away a CQC?
Yeah. As long as she doesn't go crazy.
Sure, I'll do that.
Here's what I don't understand. I don't understand this. Like, why doesn't anybody...
Oh, hold on. I was trying to give away a CQC.
That's all right. I'll just oogle over my own wares. Look at it. I don't really get why this one is still in stock. I mean, it's like a sharpened spike. It's 165 thick of that heavy swedge. Like, I don't get that. This thing is nasty.
Robert S. says I pocket carry a nightshade reverse Tonto every day.
Thanks, Robert.
Maybe there isn't enough marketing on that one. Yeah, we
really
all
kind of
the agents at one time and didn't really market them individually.
Yeah, it's because our pipelines. Let's talk about what we got.
Rob Mazzatesta wants to know when the DP1's going to go live for sale. Probably soon. Hey, there's the cat. You want to?
I don't want to. I was going to do things. There it is. Can you see it? Now it's bigger.
Big.
He's also psychotic. I mean, this guy's insane. But by this time, he gets to be pretty nice. But he's the blackest black cat I've ever seen. His heart is black, too. He's a sweet cat. He's just crazy psycho hyper.
Hashtag CQC for the person that asked.
There you go.
A CQC.
There's the cat. So, the mystery Bastinelli has arrived. Right?
Is that you, nameless drifter, that sent that?
It got.
Wait, he can't answer because he's a nameless drifter.
Right. You can't say it. I don't like to say people's names unless they want it said. So he sent me this Bastinelli knife. Quite a presentation for this blade. You know, he does some good stuff, that Bastinelli character. It kind of looks like an S. What model is this? Chopper. Okay. That's what it says. Bastinelli chopper. I don't know that I would chop with it, but thanks, man. Is that G10? Man, his G10 work is clean. And then let's look at the sheath. Oh, it's under there. I can't get it out. I'm going to kill myself trying to get it.
Hey, Tim.
Really cool. Hey,
you want to answer Stephen Scott? He wants to know why your knives are better than Benchmade's.
I guess because I care.
Well, you can't say Benchmade doesn't care.
I care more.
So he said in Ranger Bat, is that Battalion?
Uh-huh.
In Ranger Bat, we were issued Benchmade. Even their knives are cheaper than yours with stronger metal. What sets your knives apart from military issue Benchmade uses to Rangers?
Well, it's an interesting set of comments. The Ranger Battalion's probably got those issued to them because that's the lowest bidder. Doesn't mean that it's going to be the best bladed knife. They also have huge manufacturing facilities, and I don't know that knife was Berry compliant. It's probably not made in the U.S. If it was, they can do it cheaper because they're a giant company, and it's not me and 6 dudes making it. My shit's just better. Try it. I mean, that's why we're the fastest growing tactical fixed blade knife maker in the country. So they feel better. I don't know. Kind of a dumbass question, but I guess. The Marine Corps were issued K-bars, and we did a better job with them than the Ranger bats, and they're a garbage ass knife. So I guess we win, and it was 1095 steel. Any more questions? I don't know.
Yeah, I think for me, I always just tell people, like, try one of our knives. I mean, because you'll see the difference.
Yeah, it's always really what makes them better than a specific knife. I don't know. Maybe they're not. Maybe everybody is lying to you. They're not. You should probably just buy a Benchmade. That'd be the best bet, I think. They're not made on a bench. I don't know if that's a surprise to you or not. They don't really do those on benches. We use benches. Ours are actually Benchmade. Curious. Better heat treat, better materials, better ergonomics, better sheaths. Better. Marines. You know.
Somebody said Benchmade is not made overseas. But lots of comments about Benchmade over here.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's like, Benchmade's the best.
No, most people are like, I mean, people say it sucks, but
I don't know. I mean, I have some Benchmades back here that, like, I hope you're not referencing the sock P, because anybody that uses the sock P understands that if you get that thing tangled up, it will break your damn finger. I mean, and it's Cerakoted. I mean, I'm trying to think. I've worked with a lot of Rangers in my life, and I've never seen a Benchmade issued knife. I know some small units ran them. Some people had the Adamas, but they didn't even come with a sheath. Maybe it's maybe the newer Rangers. Maybe. You could probably just go to Walmart and get like one of those, what are they called? Chinese knives. They're awesome too. They're really good. You should get that one, I think. You're really quiet over there.
Oh, I'm just reading comments.
Yeah, you could share with me, or I could just stand here like in complete silence and like fumble over my words and try not to tell somebody to.
What's your current EDC today, honey?
For my blade?
They just said EDC.
I'm EDC in a Lionheart Vulcan 9 pistol, which is made by my friend Rob. He owns that company. Not the Rob on here, unless they're double.
Folders are going up for sale. What time on Black Friday?
I think we're doing those at noon. Noon Eastern. That way our West Coast people won't have to get up at crazy ass times in the morning. I'm carrying the Adversary on the belt line. In my back left is the Surefire that I always carry. I can't remember the name of this light. It's really good though. It's a good one. Gosh, stiletto. I've got my yellow birch with this is who are the people that we're gonna make a pin with? Can you remember?
Big Idea.
Big Idea design. I've got a inside of here Triticon lens pin, a little set of Nipex that Raymond Johnson sent me, pliers.
Is that all the presents we got?
No, but other people ask me other stuff. So,
how about a little dagger type ring blade similar to the sock P? More like the way it should have been done, LOL.
Yeah, I actually have one designed, and it was with a 3-letter agency, and we've just been completely bogged down. As a matter of fact, he reached out to me a couple of weeks ago when they got Anyway, I almost gave away.
Whatever happened to the TCal pen that we were supposed to do?
We just got the last half of this year was nuts. I really need to reach out to Big Idea. They probably think I'm a terrible person. Terrible human. You tired of sitting down, lady?
I'm just trying to get this cat out of the window.
Look.
He's going to screw up this deluxe.
So Zeke sent me this tray made by...
Oh, hold on, honey. I'll put you over here.
You wanted me to show stuff, but then...
Oh, yeah, we got that tray.
Yeah, so Zeke had this made and sent to me. It's 3D printed, and this is like three-dimensional by this Jerry fella from Phantom 3D Printing. So thank you, Zeke. I will use this to great effect. There were two that he had made.
Show the other one.
Do you want me to show it? I didn't really want to embarrass Jerry.
It was an accident. It's funny.
I actually reached out to Jerry, and he is remaking it.
It's funny.
I just want to see if you guys notice. Somebody tell me what's going on. I noticed it immediately, and C-Dub did not.
That's because I was looking at something else.
What is it? Does anybody know? So this is cool because it actually holds a pistol. So you can stick your pistol in there if you're cleaning it. And these are different.
So Will B did say that they do get the Benchmades, some of the units. So that is true.
The sock P?
He just said that they are issued Benchmades in general.
Are they made on a bench? Did they make them on a bench? I don't know. You guys tell them.
Everybody saw it. It's missing an L.
He didn't notice it. Anyway, I sent an email, and he's like, holy crap, I'm so sorry. I'm going to send you a new one. And then that sparked another conversation. I'm going to try to get him to make some trays with knife holders on them that are TCal logoed. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, Zeke. I won't say your last name, but thank you, sir, for that.
If y'all didn't enter the giveaway, it's #CQC.
Raymond Johnson sent another gift pack this week. This is a tray that
I guess I'll draw this when he gets done showing these toys.
Yeah. So you need this. So this is a Microtech, and I've never had one of their fixed blades, and I've always wanted to check them out. I don't want to say in a bad way, it's not what I expected. I don't know exactly what I expected. But Microtech's machining has always been on point. And they have their custom hardware that they're really well known for.
I didn't even know they made fixed blades.
Yeah, they do. And the fit and finish is really good.
Blade shape.
It's kind of a sheep's foot Tonto.
Mm-hmm. Is that a double edge?
It's got a real heavy swedge on the back. I mean, real heavy swedge. But the sheath is rad. But, they got all the Microtech shaped hardwares. It's really kind of cool. Brand consistent. So thank you, Raymond. I like learning about all the stuff that you guys like. He also sent this roll. I'm not exactly sure what this thing is for, but I do know that you do not need to get it close to anything metallic because the magnets that are in this thing are the strongest magnets I've ever experienced in my life. They pick up stuff that they should not. So he sent me one of these CRKTs before. I think it's like this, I don't know, is it a shower bag? Maybe? Because it's got a hanger on it? Might be. So, and inside of it was a beard comb, right? So I can comb my beard in purple style. Right? So thanks. I love playing with stuff, so this is really flippy and fidgety.
Tim JK, you probably need to just let us give you a new sheath.
And then Spyderco. I've always thought Spyderco makes really good stuff. Kind of a cool little drop point, a clip point. That grip reminds me of something else that I've seen. I don't know what it is. A cool little neck knife. What Spyderco is this? Raymond always sends the coolest stuff. What is this? Subway buoy. So you can take this when you order your sandwiches. You can slice your little pickles in tiny pieces. Put your mayo on there. I'm pretty sure they're talking about a different Subway, but whatever. Yeah. So what else? And that's it. So Raymond sent me all these things. Thanks, Raymond. Always sends the coolest stuff. Sorry, I guess I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling kind of weird right now. How do I figure this out? And then I thought this was kind of clever, right? So
wait, let me show them what this cat does all the time.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna come over there.
Oh, where is it?
Look, here's what this cat does, y'all. There he goes. He just
see, he doesn't do that to me. He
always bites me.
And then I pet him and he's like, okay, cool. He just bites her. That's the way I do it.
Hi, honey.
Oh, hello, friend.
This is my kid.
That's our child, our youngest. Noir. We have 2 others. There you go. What else? What else? Butcher. This is pretty freaking. I don't think I can fit this. I can. So this dude's last name is Butcher, and he made me a butcher block, and this is burned in there. I thought that was really cool. I don't want to say his name.
I wanted to steal that.
Oh yeah. Well, now you can. Now she can steal. It's red and
well, no,
white
it's
oak.
got your logo on it. You got to keep it.
But I was gonna ask everybody on here, since we get so many gifts. Like Raymond sent me a flag last week. Thank you. We actually do cook a lot, and I will use this. I might actually display this in my office. Actually, can I have this from my office? Excuse me. So the bunker's gotten really full. And
Mom.
Well,
she always loves when I make an appearance.
I thought you did it for her. I thought maybe she inspired
yeah, sometimes
this.
I show myself for my mom.
Yeah, she's a really pretty lady. So I was thinking in the new office, I'm probably going to
I
set
gotta
up
give away this knife people are waiting on.
a smaller studio, like a little small, so we can do quick videos and maybe tabletop stuff. But we're going to have like a kind of a display area in the front in our war room. Do you guys mind, since this is so full and I got stacks of knives over here, if I start displaying some of that stuff at the new office?
Ruben!
Congratulations, Ruben. I'm running out of room to display stuff that will fit within the camera. I mean, I've got all these walls in the bunker that I could do, but then you guys wouldn't see it. And I thought maybe it'd be cool to use all the awesome stuff you guys send us on in the office. That'll be cool. I don't know. Tell me, humans.
Oh gosh, this cat.
I'm telling you, man. He's a little wanker. That dude, he's a terrorist, man. Yeah. Anybody got anything? Like questions, comments, moans, groans? Do we have 16 million people on here today?
They said I should show myself more often.
That's a mood-based thing, guys. If she's in the mood to do it, she'll do it. If she's not, SOL, 100%. What are you doing? I'm afraid that he's thinking, like, you've been around too much. He's just going to latch onto the back of my neck meat and destroy me. Because that's what he likes to do. Who's got stuff? Questions? Comments?
How long did you carry the folder? Which folder? Is that for somebody else?
I'm assuming they're talking about my folder. I've carried it off and on each prototype for several weeks. It's kind of a combat folder.
What's the steel on the folder that we're selling?
VG10. You want to see it? This is the one I carried. I like the black. Well, this week, I usually, depends on what I'm carrying.
If I order a Bushman from the site, it says in stock and pre-order, will it still be 3 to 6 months or sooner?
Depending on the grip, we should have enough of those in stock to get it out soon. I cannot guarantee before Christmas because we have a lot going on.
Brian D, I'm going to give away a couple more knives.
Are you?
You didn't miss it?
You better get on it, man. It's almost, we're winding this thing down. How many people do you have on your broadcast today, ma'am?
390.
390 people. You know, I just want to say, just kidding. It really does. It is such a huge honor that you guys spend your Sundays with us because we're typically family time. And we kind of expand this into you guys being our extended family. So it's really exciting for me to stand here and be your court jester and be the fat kid on your TV today. I sometimes question your sanity, but I very much appreciate your loyalty in watching. I'm waiting for my coffee to kick in. I wait a little bit too long. I feel like I'm just kind of... Man, you guys hear that? The detent on this thing. Look, you can only do that when it's on bearings. You see that? Whew. This thing is so freaking good.
What else did I say I was going to give away? Was it Night Guard 2.0 Guardian?
My heart.
Let's do winner chooses.
If I stand still like this, you
okay,
think it froze up?
I'm going to just call this #guard. And
let's do a giveaway.
You can choose if you want the Night Guard 2.0 or the Guardian.
In honor of being on the precipice of World War III. Can we give away a missile-shaped knife? You're not allowed to say that though, right? That is too serious for TV. I was going to tighten this because I wore this one so much that I got the clip loose. Oh, did we? Yeah, we have. Can you show me on this? Did you guys notice that it's ambidextrous clip? And those of you that may be new, do you understand the whole mission EDC thing? I don't know. I can't really read your answers because C-Dub is lost in reading today, and I'm struggling. I'm floundering.
No, you're not.
Sinking on my own. So mission EDC is, we had these made overseas, and this has been a 2.5-year long project of me rejecting and demanding super high quality out of these and tweaking based on design and feedback from you guys on Patreon. So to be fair, we're selling these only on Patreon for the first run. And mission EDC, the mission is, I guess my left hand's weak. I got it. Is commissioning this project with Reckman USA River's Edge Cutlery. They make very, very good folders and fixed blades. They actually make for some super high-end makers that you guys don't know about because people don't publicize it, but we disclose everything here. And I tried to make a folder on my own, and it looked really neat, but it sucked because you couldn't open it because I make fixed blades. So I tried to get help, and then we designed it with you guys, and we're going to commission this to be done in the United States.
Our poet is here, our resident poet.
He's a poet and don't know it yet.
Milos Radic. Black Friday's here, don't miss the thrill. Grab your TKL knives, cut with skill. From slicing to dicing, they're the best. TKL's sharp edges pass every test.
Man, it took him 1 hour and 27 minutes to come up with that, but it's beautiful. I love it. So what do you guys think about a large, pocketable, combat-sized folder? Black DLC. I mean, this thing is nasty. Is it practical for most people? Because I wanted my first folder to be kind of in keeping with our stuff that we make. You know, I make kind of in between EDC and combat grade stuff. So I thought a big mini mercenary. Where's the Merc? There it is. Here, go to Mercenary.
You know what those are going to cost?
On Patreon?
Mm-hmm.
$250.
Yeah, this is a, do you want to go over briefly kind of the history of, because somebody said, I want to support USA made stuff, like why we ended up doing that and how it's just the prototype for a fundraising project.
So let me just finish bragging about it. So see the grip? Okay. It's the same platform as the Mercenary grip. And I wanted it to be the same thickness because I really worked hard on getting the grip and ergonomics right on my blades. And I love the Mercenary. And it was so popular when we started this because the Mercenary was a new knife then. So if you notice, the production version of this is going to be called the M2. So you've got the same jimping, the same swedges, and the same blade geometry. It's just M2, a mini Mercenary. So that's kind of the design aspect behind it. I thought that was really cool to do. But you asked me to explain why we're doing it this way.
Can you show the Bushman next to the Mercenary also?
Did I sound like I pooped? I felt like I did. Bushman and Mercenary. So I tried. We came up with a great design. Me, Jeremy, and John actually came up with the design as it sits now, based on what we liked. And we tried to make it, and then we had some other local guys that I thought were going to be able to make it, and then they started working, doing a lot of work.
Well, we tried to make it, and it was like constantly had problems.
Oh my gosh, problems after problems after problems. It just proves that making a folder is a completely different mechanical object. Why am I holding this like this? Can you guys see the Bushman? Don't you love the Bushman? It's underneath here, so just use your freaking imagination. This cat is slapping me in the forehead. Do you see that from right here? You guys, you can't see.
Can't see it.
So up here, this camera is hanging on the bottom of a rack, like a bunk, and I made this bed. It hangs from the ceiling, so it's cantilevered, screwed into the concrete walls on this side and this side, but it's hanging on a giant log chain from the roof. And so right above this thing is the bed, and this stupid cat was reaching through the rails and slapping me in the face.
Cannabis, you're so lying, but I love it.
What happened?
He said, heads up. That hitting the like button increases your chances to win the giveaway.
Thanks for doing that. So yeah, anyway, the Bushman grip is kind of, actually the mercenary grip is based off the Bushman. There's a little super subtle.
Polly G, I answered you earlier, but maybe you jumped off. The FMFs are shipping. If
Jump off it, Paulie.
If you didn't,
sorry.
If you didn't get it yet, it's because we're probably out of the grip.
Paulie,
and email us. And
try to keep up, Paulie. Sorry, I can't help it. So look, on the back of this blade, you can't tell unless you get it at home. There's a slight kick out here, and we call that the Bushman bump, because the original one that I made, you need more meat to push that in there. I like 3/16 handle material because I like a narrow grip if I'm going to carry it on kit. I don't want this giant palm swell ridiculous knife. So I do a lot of ergonomics in these areas to make the blade. So people will get them and go, man, I don't know why this feels so good. It's like little subtle stuff like what we call the Bushman bump that kicks out. So that's on here. We carried it
a handle color they want that we can't give them.
over to the mercenary. People used to be like, oh, I wish I could get the old battle worn blades. Well, guess what? Timmy came up with a coating that looks like this that's better. So we can get these now.
Sneakerhead Lee, send your idea over. And Andrea Bille, cheers from Italy. I love the aesthetic of the striker.
Oh, yeah. So all of those, sorry. You know what? I dig in my nose every week after I drink coffee because I think I'm allergic to coffee. And it makes me pour sweat.
Hashtag guard y'all to win either a Night Guard 2.0. Did we show the Night Guard 2.0 in the Guardian?
That's an R,
they know
and that's a D.
What they might win.
I'm not doing Night Guard. You guys are totally out of luck on that one. What?
Sorry, I totally just interrupted you again.
I was just over here doing hieroglyphics with my body. What are you pointing at?
Night Guard 2.0 and
did y'all see Emler's video on that?
And the regular Guardian.
Guardian.
So you know what you might win.
You're giving these away?
They're gonna pick which one they want.
Woo! Y'all need to watch that video that Emler did on this knife. And also,
I love the Javati grip.
Look here, Patreon. Y'all better look out, because there's about 50 of these things that up under the coating, there's like some pitting looking because these blades were lost for months and months and they rusted. So we sandblasted and tumbled all the rust off and then nickel boroned over it. So they're like, they look. So
we're going to sell those on Patreon?
Yeah, they're blemishes.
How many do we have?
Man, we got like 100, I think, for real.
So can we list those? Do we have enough sheets to sell those?
I'll find out.
Let's count sheets and then we'll list them on Patreon.
But what about the fact that Jeremy helped us find enough Night Stalkers out of the ruined 1100 that were perfect? Just so y'all know, it was a water jet issue where some of them, like the water jet nozzle, went bad in the middle of doing the freaking thing. So they were like this. So if you hold these bad ones like this, they'll look awesome.
Anna Koski, you won.
Congratulations.
You have to email us to get your address and stuff so we can mail it to you.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's what's up. Stuff and such.
Congrats.
Congrats and such. I'm going to say and such now. because I cannot complete a comprehensive thought because I'm a hyperactive person. Oh yeah, allergic to coffee. But if I didn't have coffee, you guys would be like, man, he is really boring. I wake up between 3 and 4. A couple days this week I woke up at 2 because time change is the stupidest thing ever. Without an alarm clock, I just wake up and I fill up the coffee pot to the minimum amount because it's a bun, and you have to do up to the 4. So like I don't know, a third of a pot. Otherwise, it'll screw up. So you'll try to make 2 cups, and then if you don't make the minimum amount, the next time it'll fill the thing all the way up, and your coffee will be weak as gnat piss. So I drink 2 cups of coffee.
Weak as gnat piss.
Gnat piss is weak. I don't know. My dad used to say that. I have no idea the context. I just look just like my dad. He was smaller than me, shorter, smaller frame, not as girthy. Gnat piss. That's what we called him growing up. Hey, gnat piss. No, actually, you would not call Pat Kell gnat piss. He'd knock your ass out. Yeah. So I only drink a couple of cups of coffee in the very beginning of the day, and very, very rarely, maybe a few times a year, at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I wake up this energetic. Can you imagine that? All the time. There's a lot to read over there.
I haven't gotten rid of the Benchmade troll yet. I'm on the fence about the Benchmade troll.
He may not be a troll.
I don't think he's a troll. He's like genuinely asking about. I mean, so far he hasn't completely offended me.
Completely?
No, he just wants you to. He wants to try your knives to see why they're better than Benchmade's, and he wants you to explain it without being sarcastic. And
I mean, if you're
like
new to the channel, I don't really know if I can do that without sarcasm. That's like, I mean, if you're a ranger, or you're just asking because you know they issue them to rangers.
Can you show an adversary while you talk about this for Kylie?
How do you quantify that
to your fiance
in a description of what makes it better than this particular brand? That's what I struggle with.
And as a knife company, you cannot say, except for kind of like a general thing, like you can't really say other companies suck and we're better.
Yeah, you have to be like totally PC, you know, like totes. Like everybody is so great. Like Benchmade, like they're great. There's room in the industry for everybody. They're made on a bench, and benches are great, and maids are great. So hello, bench plus maid equals great. Benchmade. I don't know. Like I can't be a tool and dog them out, because they literally did start out hand making their knives, and then he grew into this giant company. I think ergonomically, my approach to knives is different. I use a minimal grip. You get, like, size-wise, we get maximum traction on the grip. And it's just different. The way I approach my knives is not like anybody else's in the industry. So the sheaths, I know, are the best in the industry. There's no dispute on that. So whatever holds your tool or your weapon is equally as important as the tool or weapon itself, because if you can't carry it effectively and it doesn't work properly, then just, you know what I mean? A good holster and a good sling for your pistol or your primary firearm are paramount. So I focus on that.
Why don't we let people in the comments say why we're better?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know how to quantify that. I don't think Benchmade's bad. I do not.
Or why do you like a TKL knife so that he can, you know, like, it doesn't mean that we're better. Just like, why do you like
They're just different, right?
about it?
Like, I don't do what anybody else does any way at all.
He said, not a troll, just wanted to purchase one of your folders, but your knives are more expensive than Damascus blades. And yes, I'm a 275 Ranger.
So I think, thanks for that. I've been around a lot of Rangers in past jobs. So
hey, Travis, welcome to the Patreon community. You're now officially a TKLian.
Yeah, man. Congrats. So, it's such a hard thing. if I could quantify the numbers of small unit runs that we're doing, tier 1, 2, so 5th group guys are carrying my stuff on kit with their own money, some team 6, team 7 guys, some in the Raider battalions. When they're spending and putting their own money behind our stuff, we're just not a big enough company to get a military contract, and Benchmade is. I think that's probably what would boil it down to. We're doing different stuff.
Bye, Mark. Have a great day.
Thanks, Mark. Good to see you again. I don't see you. Whatever. See your name? I think the coatings we use, the treatment of the steel that we use, the sheathing that we use, the grip that I do, the ergonomics, the blade design, it's all different. It's just different. I mean,
a lot of people are saying this about the ergonomics, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
Handling other knives and stuff.
My approach to how a knife moves is I cut my teeth with a K-bar issued to me. Which there's nothing wrong with Union cutlery. There's nothing wrong with Ontario. There's nothing wrong with the K-bar, per se. It's just a broomstick handle, and I did not like it. It was a durable enough knife. It did what I needed it to do. It answered the call every time I called on it. I just thought that it could be a better grip. The blade shape's awesome. Like, my blade shapes are not revolutionary. Some of them are cool, I think, but the way a blade balances and moves and interacts with your body, we can take the adversary, for example, since I'm carrying it. When you look at the shape of this knife, the back of this, it's called broken because it's not straight. That is the shape of your palm, right? This is the shape of your fingers, and your pinky wraps this so you get a full grip, but you're concealed enough where this does not sit on your belt line, but you still have a full wrap and a drop away thumb to give you, so the whole knife becomes the grip, which means you don't need all this giant freaking handle sticking out. And I don't understand why other companies shape their stuff the way they do, because your fingers and your hand are shaped differently than they're making their blades. So I just started making my own, and people are like, hey, this is different. I like it. That's it, man. I think we figured out blade shapes. Like, I didn't invent the Warncliffe. They've been doing that.
Pete said, give the Ranger asking a Blim Night Stalker and let him see for himself.
Yeah, you understand why all your buddies are carrying them on their kit and you're not. Because you're like, whoa. So let's look at the Sock P. Just since we want to compare Benchmade. I have one because I like to know what's out there. All right. So this is double-edged. This is probably going to be the closest. So when you grab a blade and you lock your hand in this way, your hands don't line up. If you get hemmed up, that freaking hurts. So what I did was I made this with this broken style, and then you get a guard to keep you off of it. The ring keeps you on the blade, but it lines your knuckles up completely straight. So you've got a better grip, you have better ergonomics, and it doesn't take as much to hold on to that blade. So then you can still fight and use your hands to grab other stuff with, and then you can manipulate your blade. That's why that blade's designed to the Sock P, I guess you can. And
Brian Kerr got a doe this morning. Can we have some meat?
yeah, we got a lot of meat, lady. You better quit being greedy. Anyway, always hate those questions. Can you tell?
Oh, you saw it? Oh, Cannabis? Was that, did y'all see it on Discord?
Saw what?
The Italiano monster of a man having the Agent 001.
Whoa. Yeah, I think when it comes to design of a blade, they've been doing stuff the same for a long, long time. And it just didn't work as well as I thought it could. And I'm a craftsman, right? I'm a welder. I'm a metal fabricator. I'm an electrician. I build houses. I build cars.
Yeah, that video was amazing. If y'all are not on Discord, go over there just to see that video. I mean,
so
that is
was he allowed to post that over there?
I think Umberto posted it over there.
Ooh. That dude's going to beat his face up.
Will the 007 be available with the new finish? Oh, I missed a Milos poem. TKL knives that cut above the rest in every task. They truly impress. From crafting to carving, they shine bright. TKL knives make every cut just right.
Ta-da!
Wait, have you done that one before?
Maybe he's just saving them all. Make a book.
Yeah.
Send us all these things.
TKL knife poetry book.
Yeah, we'll sell it and give you the proceeds. I think it'd be neat. We just post them all around the shop. Then when the guys are being dumb, I'm like, be less dumb. Read the words Milo said.
Oh, it says Umberto got permission. Well, I want to post that to our YouTube channel.
Thanks, Umberto.
He didn't even tell me.
I am sorry about your emails.
He's not on. I haven't seen Umberto.
Oh, really?
Well, he might be, but
anyway, yeah. He writes me long emails, and then I start to respond longly, and then I get 200 other emails. And
what's the Agent 007? For the people that don't know, when will the Raiders be released again?
Spring. So I guess we're gonna do the January release of. I don't have a 007 in here. Oh
no!
They're at the shop.
There's videos on Tomas Alas's channel.
Yeah, I mean, I have the final prototype, the plastic one.
Do we have pictures on the website?
Yes, ma'am. Very good ones, too. So that's the 007. It's a Tonto on the Agent grip.
I think for the last giveaway, I'm going to do another mystery giveaway and basically let the winner pick out of any blend that we have.
Well, we could keep beating this freaking Benchmade thing into the ground if you want. But, I mean, those guys have purchasing power, I guess. I don't know how they make their knives.
Have you ever made a knife that resembles the Fairburn Sykes knife from World War II?
I have not. I've never found much of a use case for a dagger other than looking really cool. The way I interact with a blade in my training it's not useful.
Hashtag you pick. Is that hashtag mystery for we have, I know I saw Raider Blim, Guardian Blim, Night Guard 2.0, Piranhas, what else? FMFs, Bushman. Anything else you can think of they could pick from?
I like how people ask me to answer questions without my personality. Can you be a completely different person when you answer that question? Can you? I guess it is a modern world. I could answer it like I'm a Korean person from that perspective. Because you can be anything you want to be in your own mind in this modern world.
You can identify as anything.
Mm-hmm. I want to
identify as somebody that doesn't use humor with answers and answer this question.
Be super freaking serious about this. This is a very serious question.
Winston Cobretti, $5. TKL knives, best sheaths, best concealability, best ergonomics, and best blade to handle ratio in the business. Can't wait for my adversary. Oh, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, you're a big combatant fan too. And I'm not saying anything about Cobretti. All I can tell you is
he knows what's up.
He knows. That's all I'm saying. He knows. He knows.
Hey, any suggestions for Mark Gunter for belt clip screws coming loose on the sheaths?
Try some blue Loctite.
He said, I'm considering putting an O-ring on it to see if it
gets it. I mean, that's what I do with like my suppressors. When they try to work loose, I O-ring those things. That's a good idea. I never had thought of that. Gunter, good idea. That's a good idea. I would blue Loctite them. I mean, I have a leather one on me every day of my entire life, everywhere I go. I have since I was active duty. We had the mutt, and I'm always tweaking, torquing. So for me, but that's a good idea. You could probably do an O-ring. Blue Loctite would hold it in there too, though. You could do that. I was going to switch to stainless hardware because some people, like, we have some guys that are deployed and some guys that are using those in conflicts that are coastal right now. And the screws, like, rust just looking at them. And we're in the American South, too, so it's pretty humid here. And that we get a complaint like, the screw rusted. And I bought another knife from another company, and their screws didn't rust. I'm like, if that's your complaint about my sheath screws, I'm happy because the blade's good.
Rickard 100 gave us $6 in some country funds. What is that? What flag is that? Somebody tell the dumb girl that doesn't know what flag that is. Welcome. First time here, he said.
Oh, thank you very much. I will Yeah, tell her.
Which Leatherman is Tim using now? From Ray Johnson.
I've been carrying the Mutt.
Poland. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, you should know that because we have a lot of fans in Poland.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, look. Let's do this, lady. What about this? I just knocked a whole bunch of shizer on the floor. That was my smart
Oh, Zachary, did you give away my Blim accomplice? Hope it gets a good home. Love you, Tim. And C-Dub, I should.
See that? I have this.
Also, to add to the mystery, I have a Blim. Well, it's not Blim. It's just a return.
You see this?
Topo combatant. I mean, accomplice.
Topo I got this from my buddy in Poland. I got this from my buddy. Look. I just like, I don't want to say his name, but he sent me this. And then he sent me this.
Ryan Henley says he uses a rubber O-ring on all of his too.
Why didn't you tell me before, Ryan? Gosh, idiot. Sorry about the humor. 75th Ranger Battalion guy. Don't mean to be funny in front of a camera. I usually carry them up. This is the one I typically carry the most. It's so freaking heavy. But if you'll notice, Raymond, on my kit is the orange one that you sent me. I keep that in my kit in case I drop it. So I've got a single magazine pouch on the front of my...
Oh, he said it was the Netherlands flag. Who said it was Poland? Somebody tried to tell me wrong.
So I'm over showing, I was like, hey, cool, we're friends because I got Polish stuff in here because my buddy's in Poland. And I look like a freaking Dumas. That's Netherlands for dumbass, in case you didn't know.
Dumas.
It's like, anyway.
Trust Monkey said my dumbass.
Trust
Monkey.
If it should, good thing it doesn't say Trust Monkey because I trusted you until now.
It's okay, Trust Monkey. You guessed poorly.
We do send a lot of blades to the Netherlands too, just so you know. That blows my mind too. And I do want to say thank you. And this week
he said Rangers live on humor. If we didn't, we kill everyone.
Oh, I know. That's how it is in the Marine Corps. They're like, if you don't have thick skin, and here's I keep giving you shit because it's fun, and you understand why. Because we probably have some mutual contacts. Yeah, the guys in the shop too, they get the whole former Marine. Of course, we all have a God complex. I guess there are no former Marines, but it's rough.
I know that Tim has a combatant on. Wait, do you have a adversary or?
I've been carrying the adversary.
Somebody said what? Ricardo Vasquez says, "What knife is Tim EDCing these days?"
I've been carrying the adversary. I just was so impressed with how we managed to make a stabby Wharncliffe because I put that diamond-shaped tip on the Wharncliffe, and no BS, there's a trash can outside of the shop. Does this annoy people when I do fidgety stuff? I know it annoys C-Dub, but she has to do it. She has to sit there. There's no way around it.
How about a TKL grappling hook I can't say that word. Megalodon fishing hook?
Megalodons aren't alive anymore, so how do you fish for them? Not even sure. I'm too fat to grapple any or scale a wall ever again. Probably.
What's the menu for Turkey Day at TKL Home?
Turkey.
We made pumpkin pies a couple weeks ago and froze them.
Dustin's grandmother provided our pecan pie.
Grandmother made little pecan pies that I froze.
Y'all don't understand. This lady could moonlight as a pecan pie restaurant salesperson.
Does Tim help in the kitchen? Tim is a fantastic cook.
I'm chefy. I didn't get these teats from eating crap. These are homegrown teats.
Tim does.
We both are. C-Dub's an incredible cook. We both just happen to be talented. I thought at one point.
Some homemade rolls and frozen.
Yeah, I did that. I made some yeast rolls and we froze.
We just froze everything because I don't want to have to do it the day of.
Mm-hmm. I mean, your standard fare. She makes this freaking apple sausage stuffing that, I mean, you'll slap somebody that you shouldn't slap. I'm not going to say your grandma because some grandmas will beat your ass, but you'll certainly be tempted to hurt people you shouldn't hurt over this stuff. It's pretty good.
That sounds yummy.
Smoked turkey. If you've not ever had a smoked turkey, smoke a turkey and then, the first one I ever made, you guys might find this entertaining.
Everybody's saying that their wife gets annoyed by their fidgeting with their knives. Will be and
Oh, I'm doing that.
somebody else.
Our 9-year-old's like that. She's like, I need something to do with my hands. She's
Will
always
be said, can I send my wife down there to learn? I wish she could cook. I have to do it all. I have to tell you a secret. I cook because I have to. I don't really want to. So half the time I make Tim do it.
She doesn't like it, but she's so freaking good at it. Like she just doesn't like to do it. I love to cook, but I only get allowed in the kitchen when she goes, okay. And we're very fortunate that our kitchen is massive, and it's got like this big freaking 6x6 granite center thing, and there's counter space everywhere.
Oh man, that sounds so good. Roz said he saw a guy on YouTube smoke then deep fry the turkey. I bet that'd be awesome.
Those are like the two smartest things I've ever heard in my life. Smoked and fat. Like if he did it in lard, like that's it. I'm just gonna eat it. And
how much do we need to save for the Founders Club?
We're doing 2 tiers. I can't remember what they were. We put it to the side because we got so much stuff going on with the 007, with the folder, and with the new building. We know what we need to do. We need to have a TKL party, because part of that higher tier gets you invited to the TKL Founders Club meeting that's going to happen once a year. And out behind the building is a 303 yards straight into the mountainside where I can put some rounds down range, because I don't have very many firearms and I need an excuse to buy more than 50. We need to have everybody just come out and shoot, because the neighborhood may not be the best beside there. So we just shoot, I do have a pistol range. I do like rifles, but I can look right out the basement door. Down that hill, 75 yards is my flat range. I just love it.
Stephen Clayton said, Founders Club is 1,000 and T1C is 1,500.
Tier 1 club. Thanks, Stephen.
How long before we get into the new building? We have the keys now.
Yeah, I got the keys, man.
We're just going to be in the process of moving.
Yeah, so so this week, we're going to devote as much time as we can. We got to move some stuff out of the way so the contractors can get in and build out sharpening room, grinding room, bathrooms, break rooms. We got to build all that crap out.
Yeah, if y'all didn't enter this last giveaway, #mystery for a mystery blim knife of your choice.
One of my friends and business partners owns a construction company. And he's like, look, man, when we start swinging that first hammer, in 1 week, you won't recognize the place. So that's going to be, once we get the crap out of the way, they're going to go to work and do their stuff. They're contracting, and as soon as that's done, we're going to
video the move.
I think we should.
How are we going to, moving, literally just?
No, I think the old shop, and then we're going to maybe do a time lapse or something. I don't know. I obviously love cameras.
Wait, poem time. TKL Bushman, rugged and tough. In the wild, it's more than enough. From branches to rope, it cuts with ease. TKL Bushman, built to please.
Please. Oh, you didn't put that. Oh, that had to be in there. But yeah, so it's gonna have to be we just snatched the Band-Aid off. So either we'll move the girls in the offices first so that we don't disrupt customer service too much, which is the biggest part of our company, because we're super stupid about customer service. That's our focus, is you guys and customer satisfaction. So we may move customer service department first, and then we're going to have to move all of the effing shop and all the stuff and the shipping department in a couple days. Because we cannot this time of year afford to be down for 2 weeks with half of the handles here and then the blades are going to be there. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Me, Mika, or Tim? Micah, I'm sorry. I know that's your name. I always say it wrong. I need you to rap that, LOL.
Yeah. I probably could. I can figure that out. What's going on? There's a thing. There's a thing.
Today's a good day. We got a CW sighting in the wild. Are you watching from a little bit ago? That was a while ago.
They're just reflecting on your sheer beauty of what's going on. I just got a notification that broke through the do not disturb to tell me that I have an Amazon package coming. That's the craziest thing. That never happens. I'm sure that I started to answer 46 questions that the other 2/3 are still out there. So if anybody has anything we need to wrap up.
Yeah, in the last couple minutes.
You just go ahead on and let me know, man.
We hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man. And thank you guys so much for all that you do, for being here week in and week out. Every blade we drop, you guys buy them, and you stand here and look at my stupid face for hours on end. Maybe see someone professionally about that. I think there's probably, your insurance will probably cover that. There's mental help for everyone. Just don't go to the VA. Don't do that. You go to the VA for some kind of problem, you got a splinter, they'll cut your freaking foot off. I'm just kidding. It's gotten lots better in the last.
So, Matthew, did you win a 002? Email me.
Yeah, don't email me.
Sometimes when Grant gets stuck, he'll like put it to the side and doesn't get back to it.
His brain just goes in a stall, like, and he just leaves them. Like, you know how when you're a little kid, you don't want to face something, so you just like.
So you're just waiting on grips for it?
Okay.
Where's my phone? I have to put notes in there so I don't forget.
Yeah.
I'll check in.
And look, I know we've grown really fast as a company. And this year it's faster than ever, and we tried not to grow, and it just kind of happened. So be patient. Literally, it's my daughter, my wife, myself, and we got 4 other dudes. That's it.
Yeah, I think we have.
The whole company.
I think we have a few Apache grips, if that's what you were waiting on.
Oops.
So we'll see what's going on.
That's it, guys. That's all of us. So literally, there are hundreds and hundreds of emails a day. And that is not an exaggeration. There are hundreds. And moving to the bigger facility is going to be part of streamlining that entire process and hopefully provide you guys with better customer service and blades faster.
$9.99 from Micah Ramsey. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for all you guys do.
Thanks, brother.
No, it's she.
Sorry, daughter, sister. How do you go from brother to daughter? I don't know. Thank you, Ramsey.
You.
Oh, gosh, if I didn't stick my foot in my mouth,
I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I'm going by the photo.
My nose.
July order update, please.
We didn't sell knives in July.
And King of Knives, yeah. Send us an email.
Was that King of Knives asking about July order update?
No, that's Ice Pyrite.
Pyrite?
Oh, pirate? Is that it?
I don't know. I'm just assuming. I can't see it. I'm just in front of the camera. You see the stuff. Depending on.
Okay, it's Micah, David's wife. So it's David Ramsey's wife, Micah.
I understand. I read his books. They're great. Really good books. Changed my financial future. So thanks. Thanks, Ramses. You guys have so good.
Oh my goodness.
I know. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
What about the 004 update for Stephen Clayton?
Is that the spike that I just was showing? Like, there's so many agents.
Stephen, where's Andrea?
Uh-oh.
I've seen Andrea today.
She acted bad. He locked her in the.
She's still asleep?
And they locked her in a room. Okay. No more.
Tim, Mike Emler Stonefish Dagger sketch, please, from Zachary Schmidt.
I don't have one of those. I was actually texting Mike Emler this week. He didn't mention that. Probably because I forgot all about it. I guess I could work on that. I got another dagger, a ringed dagger that is done design-wise. We just need to figure out where to put it on a machine for some friends in a very special job. Can't say any more than that. There's
With
3
a-
letters. You
With
put
a
them
blem
together.
of your choice out of the mystery blems that we have.
It's mysterious. They're invisible blems. We don't even have them. Like, it's not even a knife. We're just giving away
It's Dwayne Pralowski, longtime
a
customer.
long time.
Congratulations.
I think maybe one of the first. I mean, long time. Long time. I think I remember.
Is he in Canada?
I think so.
What's the difference between the BattleLock grips and the agent grips?
Well, the agent grip is a shape, and the BattleLock grips are a completely new grip platform. The shape will still be the same, so there will be agent BattleLock grips. Does that make sense? I don't want to divulge too much because we're so far ahead of the industry on this thing. I want to drop them like bam, and here they are, and then they can all go, son of a cuss word, because
Oh, thanks, Ross.
I do stuff different than other people.
Yeah, I'm back. Like, I'll go through papers of orders, and if I see people's names that I recognize, I'm like, oh, let me try to get their thing out, or like, let's pull that order. And sorry, I play favorites. I'm sorry.
It's not that she plays favorites; it's that she plays favorites. It's totally different. It's a different thing. No, I think.
No, it's
we're a family.
I just see, like, when I recognize your name, I feel like I know you, and I'm like, oh, he's waiting on whatever.
But she's not like putting other people lower. That came out really bad. No, it's just when she just feels really nostalgic about you guys have kind of got us where we are, and I don't think I do anything.
No, you are, Matthew. I've put your name out there before too.
What happened?
He said I'm not a favorite then, haha. No, that because that got sent to Grant and I didn't know it.
Oh. Can we all just agree that we should just punch Grant? Can we do that? Can we just...
Charles Stoltz, even the orders are rigged, LOL.
It's all rigged. I mean, we don't even make knives. We just, like, all those reviews, all we do is pay bajillions of dollars for reviews. Actually, the reviews aren't even on the new website yet. That has not happened since we switched to the new website effing 6 months ago. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of 5-star reviews, and we can't even seem to get them because BigCommerce is so good. I hate them, by the way. Anyway, I probably shouldn't be such a smart aleck because people are going to believe that. Like, oh, here, they're going to like push these things. It'll be like an AI bot. Like, they don't make knives. They're paper.
Do all your knives have a 3 to 6 month wait time prior to shipping?
Yes.
Throat punch Grant, LOL.
Knife hand. Just get him.
I miss trivia giveaways from Hunter.
Yeah, because you won them all. That's why you miss them. Yeah. Hunter's been a stalker for a long time.
Will the Agent Series fit double XL hands?
I mean, I don't know. I've not had anybody say it's too small. And we got some giants among men that have bought those and say that it fits great. I don't know. That question, I don't know.
I think we're out of time, honey.
Are we out of time? I was thinking I was saying something. I don't remember. It seems somewhat important. Have a great Thanksgiving, guys.
Wait, hold on.
What?
For Jason Benitez.
We're fake, right?
He said I missed her in the wild.
There you got it. She's here. What does your shirt say?
Oh, I'm not wearing a TKL shirt. I'm sorry.
Oh, I just was curious. Property of Pink, not Tim. That's what it says. That's what it says. Anyway, have a great week, guys. Thanks for being here. Be patient with us. It is the holiday season, so even though it's not super popular, treat people well during the holidays. You probably should, including us, because we're going to treat you well. And sorry if I hurt some feelings. I think I have to say that every week now because I play rough. And thank you for being here. Bye.
Bye.